remember the feeling of a new idea, that initial intoxicating spark that makes you believe that this time it will be different. It's the kind of energy that will convince you to buy the new gym membership, to buy the stack of books, or the fresh journal that holds all your future plans. And for a while, you actually believe it. For a few days, maybe even a week, you will probably feel unstoppable. Until life catches up. You have a draining day at work, you're tired for no reason, and slowly that spark, once felt like a calling, will start to fade. What used to feel exciting starts to feel like a lot of extra effort. Before you know it, you're back to where you started, surrounded by unfinished plans and projects and old versions of yourself that you'd swore you would never revert back to. And for the longest time, I thought that cycle meant that there was something wrong with me, that maybe I just didn't have what it took to be consistent. But the truth is, I in fact was not broken. I was just relying and shifting my energy on the wrong fuel. We try to run marathons on fireworks. Fireworks are not built to last. Motivation by its very nature burns out. The system I eventually built for myself runs on something steadier, what you may know as discipline or devotion. And that's what allowed me to actually follow through and complete those passion projects, make time for my hobbies, and work on my business, all while working a 9-to-5. Step 1, the problem. The vicious cycle of motivation. I lived in the cycle more times than I can count. A new idea, a new wave of inspiration, and suddenly I'm planning a new chapter. I tell myself, this time I'm going to stay consistent. I feel that rush of potential and mistake it for progress. And that dopamine hit was immediate. It was like giving myself applause without actually even stepping on the stage. But that feeling, that surge of motivation, it's just an emotion. And emotions are unpredictable. Relying on motivation is like building a house on a raft. It feels steady and calm for a few days, but the moment stress, fatigue, or boredom rolls in, everything starts rocking. Motivation is temporary. It needs praise, novelty, or momentum to stay alive. And when it fades, which it always does, we take it personally. We assume we have failed in some way. We tell ourselves, I'm lazy, or I guess I just don't want it bad enough. But it's not laziness. It's misalignment and the lack of structure. When your system depends on motivation, every dip in energy feels like proof that you're not cut out for the life that you want. I used to give up completely by that point. I'd put my goals on the shelf, promised to restart when I felt ready, and then I would try to layer a belief that I wasn't built for consistency. But the truth is, you're not failing because you're unmotivated. You're failing because you want trying to attain long-term change with short-term fuel. And that's not a flaw. It's just a bad strategy, and I'm gonna tell you exactly how you can fix it. The reframe. Motivation is the spark, discipline is the engine. For years, I was addicted to the feeling of starting. I had a graveyard of unfinished ideas and projects, and I thought my problem was I couldn't stay motivated, so I'd watch motivational videos like they were medicine, hoping that it would fix my energy levels and provide me the motivation. But nothing lasted. The shift happened, and I stopped trying to force and hyperfixate on motivation. Motivation and discipline, as you know, are not the same. Motivation is emotional. It's the spark that gets you started, that feeling of passion. But no one ever tries to run a marathon on a spark. The spark fades. The spark fades the moment the engine should take over. The engine is going to be our system. It's not a long, drawn out, complicated system. It is a structure that will keep you moving when your mood does not want you to. Discipline is not about the pressure of feeling like you have to do this. It's about consistency. It's a choice to keep the promise to your future self even when your present self doesn't feel like it. It is literally self-respect in practice. When I stopped chasing the feeling and start building a system, everything changed for me. I stopped letting my emotions dictate my actions and my progress. I became the driver, not the passenger. Motivation will always be a backseat driver, loud, persuasive, and emotional, but discipline will keep your hands on the wheel. The system, a 4-step engine for discipline. So, how do you build this engine? For me, it started when I stopped treating my goals like mountains and I started treating them like systems. Step 1, forget the outcome and define the micro actions. Big goals are paralyzing. They sound inspiring, but they give your brain absolutely no solid direction. The way out is simplicity. If your dream is to write a book, your micro action might just be write 100 words a day. Small enough that it's harder to make an excuse than just do it. Every micro action is a small vote for who you're becoming. Step 2, design for laziness. Your environment should make the right choices, the easiest ones. Remove friction. For me, that was setting up my laptop the night before, opening and marking a blank page in my journal, picking out an outfit, and figuring out what it was I was gonna eat in the morning. When I woke up, all I had to do was follow all of the steps that I had laid out for myself the night before. Systems are not about willpower, but they're about removing the need to operate on willpower alone. Step 3, never miss twice. You will fall off. You will miss a day, but missing one doesn't matter. Missing 2 does. The second miss is usually when the spiral starts to happen for me. So when you slip up, get back up the next day or the next hour. No guilt. Don't feel like you have failed yourself with that all or nothing mindset. Just use that as data on how you can better yourself the next day or the next action. Step 4, vote for your new identity. Every time you follow through, you are reinforcing who you are. Every workout, every journal entry, every interaction, every single action is evidence. You don't become disciplined by forcing it. You become disciplined by proving it to yourself in small, consistent ways. That's how the system will rewire you from the inside and out. The freedom of discipline. We're told that success comes from passion, but passion is very fragile. What lasts is structure. Building a structure that will keep you grounded and disciplined when the feeling fades, but also something that contributes to your energy and something that's easy to romanticize and stay present. Please remember that discipline is not a punishment. It is protection. It's freedom from the chaos of waiting to feel ready. It is what keeps your future intact when your emotions don't cooperate. When you start to see it that way, not as pressure, but as a form of self-love and self-respect, something will shift. You stop craving motivation, you stop fearing inconsistency, and you start trusting yourself. You don't need to wait for inspiration to strike again, but you do need a system that keeps you steady. If this found you at the right time, that's not an accident. I built something called a life audit for moments just like this, for the seasons when you're rebuilding, reconnecting, and recentering, all while trying to find the structure that suits you the best. It's free, so you can grab that in the link in the description. And if you want more of these conversations about clarity, direction, and becoming a version of yourself that keeps going, subscribe and join my newsletter, also linked in the description, because we are just getting started.